You are looking live at Northford Ice Pavilion in Northford, Connecticut, where the New Jersey Bandits U19 girls get set to play their first ever game at this level as they take on the Junior Flyers of Philadelphia in the opening game of the Dawg Daze of Summer tournament in Northford, Connecticut. Hi everybody, it's Joe Rizzo bringing you all the action as we kick off the season here on Rizzo Vision. The Bandits with the snazziest uniforms east or west of the Mississippi. You're looking at them now. They're warming up, getting ready to go. The pink jerseys, distinctive black shorts. You won't see everybody with the same shorts just yet. We're still in August, so you won't have the full kits coming just yet. We'll see different versions of the uniforms, but the pink jerseys, the stripe at the bottom is tricolor. It's black, gray, and white, and it's not a traditional stripe. It's sort of like a lightning bolt in the middle. Black pants, the socks are snazzy as well. Gray at the bottom, pink at the top, white and black in between or up the back. The calves look a little different than the quads when you see the socks. Black helmets abound. It's a new beginning for this group. They have come together from disparate places. There's a group of New Jersey Colonials that are making up probably a bit of the majority. There's some former New Jersey Rockets and New Jersey Saints and some holdover Bandits that have moved up from the 16U level. But this, the inaugural game for the Bandits girls at the U19 level, and it's exciting to bring it to you as this group comes together for the first time. The Junior Flyers in their traditional color scheme, almost all black for this one, mainly black jerseys with the orange of the Philadelphia Flyers. Not quite the same jersey scheme as the pro team, but close enough. Instead of a Flyers logo in the middle, it's a JR for Junior Flyers, and the Flyers logo is within the top of the R. Black numerals outlined in white with nameplates across the top that have an orange base and black lettering. So very friendly number-wise on the jerseys for some announcer guy jumping in to bring you the action. And we did jump on here a little bit early. Traditionally what we'll do for the main part of the season here is we'll start the live streams where possible with about a minute left in warm-ups. But because this is the first game and we have a little bit of a level setting here for the audience, some of you have carried over from the years and some of you are new, and we're glad to have you. We want to give you a little bit of extra time, well, or give me a little bit of extra time to kind of explain what's going on here. Here you see the Bandits, if you've just tuned in, as they get ready for their first game. Grace Potash behind the bench. You can see her there in the picture on the lower part. Amanda Linkbladder, the assistant. She guided a large group of these girls as the Jersey Sharks about a month ago in a 9th place performance in the Beantown Classic out of 30 teams. An impressive performance, but not the whole group. And that was a good start for a lot of these girls to get together. And now she's in support of Grace Potash, making her debut as the rest of the team is at this level, but Coach Grace ran the 14U Bandits last season. If you are watching from Kiev, Kharkiv, Vinnytsia, Cherkasky, Caldwell, Mahwah, Montville, or Buffalo, we're glad that you have joined us on Rizzo Vision. It's Breakfast with the Bandits coming up in mere moments. They haven't put an amount of time on the clock yet to distinguish how long the warm-up will be. The face-off was supposed to happen about 4 minutes ago or thereabouts, but maybe because of the early start, they're letting the girls warm up a little bit, or could it be that we're waiting for a second ref? No, both referees are here. So we have everybody pretty much ready to go, and you ready to go as well, watching from all parts of the globe, and we appreciate it. Well, you know, it might not be breakfast with the Bandits. It could be lunch or an early supper with the Bandits today. Either way, glad you're here. I'll try to catch up with you on the numbers. We've done a little bit better job here over the years getting you the names and numbers for both teams. So if you're from the Flyers side, we appreciate it. If you're watching live, we appreciate it. And if you're watching on demand, that's great too. The Dawg Daze of Summer tournament, I don't think it's really a tournament. It's more of a showcase. So they'll play 5 games in the course of essentially 2.5 days. Well, yeah, really 2 days, because by this time Sunday, the Bandits girls will probably be waking up and starting to get breakfast ahead of their final game of the tournament. I don't think there's any extension thereafter. So they'll play 2 today on Friday. It's August 25th. Happy birthday, Ted Takvorian. There's your shout out. He doesn't know how old he is, but he knows that it's his birthday. They'll play 2 today, they'll play 2 on Saturday, and 1 Sunday morning, and then the teams will head back to their respective homes. There's a lot of teams here from the New England area. The remainder of the schedule for the Bandits will include 1 team from Massachusetts and 3 from here in Connecticut, although the players might be from different locations. Bandits come out. It is Lexi Riley between the pipes. Logan Shoemaker-Gromick on one side, Elena Werfel on the other on D. Fernanda Venuto will take the opening face-off. Maeve McNulty on the right wing, Jessie Sperling on the left wing. A mostly occupied bench, but that doesn't make it a full bench for the Bandits. It'll get more full as the tournament wears on. They have 12 minutes on the clock, so I'm guessing that we will be playing 12-minute periods. Underway in the inaugural 19U season of the New Jersey Bandits girls. Battled for along the far boards. Venuto picks it up, tries to move forward, was met there by a couple of Flyers, picked up by Sperling. She skates it toward the mid-side of the neutral zone. Venuto picks it up, skates in on the left wing, drops it down for herself. She'll try to pursue over the end line. Snedeker was over there for the Flyers. Snedeker regains it on the far side, moves it up, but feeds the point, and it's pounded back in by Shoemaker-Gromick. Up the near side wall, they can't get it out. O'Toole tried to push it forward, couldn't get it through. Traffic over there. Shaw, Werfel trying to push in. Sperling was there as well. Sent across ice. Shoemaker-Gromick tried to pick it off. They're going to get in, but not behind the defense, as Isabella Acosta had her sights set on a breakaway. The clock does not seem to be working here. It says it's counting up, and now I see 12:03 on the clock, so I couldn't tell you how much time has elapsed or how much is going on. Hopefully they'll get that rectified, because it's not really helping us much. Looks like maybe they're keeping time with an iPhone on the scorer's table there. Bandits make a change. Camerata jumps out, Folia jumps out, and Rizzo jumps out. So on the icing, they'll get to set it up in the offensive zone. We'll see who's taking the draw, if it's Folia or Rizzo. Julia Folia on the dot. Izzy Camerata in the slot, Luisa Rizzo on the left wing. Kira Redmond on left D. And on right D, it's Morgan Kepler. Face off goes to the near side corner. Flyers bring it out, but Kepler picks it off there, calmly waiting. Retreats back into the zone, tried to chip it up the boards. Davis jumped in. Rizzo hustling over. Camerata makes the play, and there is the first save for Lexi Riley. So they'll face it off in the defensive zone. I love to give score and time. I could tell you the score is 0-0. I can't tell you what the time is. Face-off battle there. Coven keeps it in. Centered in front, nobody there. Backhander, and they score! Skylar Campanile puts the Junior Flyers up 1-0. Backside wide open, and they were running a pick play right in front of Lexi Riley at the top of the crease, and no Bandits could quite get over there. So early on here, the Bandits find their way on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Ava Otterbein now at center, Mandy Scott on the left wing, and Bella Bellin on the right wing. Moving in, Campanile again, shot and a left pad save by Riley. Comes toward the middle, Scott takes it, patiently moves it forward. Chip there for Bellin, who sends it back toward the middle. Oh, she nearly sprung Otterbein. Otterbein lost a stick. It's tied up in one of the Flyers. That wasn't a holding the stick deal. It was just a hockey play. Campanile, who had the goal, is over there, but they couldn't quite get it to her. Otterbein in pursuit, 58. It comes to the far side, brought in, wrist shot, but goes wide. Looked like Snedeker. Picked up, comes out in front, swatted away there, and Shoemaker Gromick took an elbow to the side of the head and got shaken up there a little bit. She might have gotten something just under the chin strap there. She's holding her neck, so maybe more of a glancing blow rather than something head on. Logan Shoemaker Gromick goes to the bench. Under her own power, seems to be doing okay, but holding that area over there. Hope she's okay. Sent up toward the middle. Venuto now with Sperling and McNulty. There's McNulty trying to force the play as the Junior Flyers in the black jerseys lead 1-0. Sent at Riley. She swats it away before Morgan O'Toole could get there. Sperling kept it away for Redmond. Picked up behind the end line. That's Shaw. Centering feed, couldn't get it to O'Toole, who was tied up there momentarily by Kepler long enough. Riley saw that one and blockered it away right to the breakout spot for McNulty, who sends it to Venuto. Venuto had to hold up for a moment as she had Coggin lift the stick there, and that caused the offside. Bandits will change. They don't have a clock working for us right now, so we can't tell you really how much time is left in the first period, but it's 1-0 Junior Flyers. Folia on the face-off. Rizzo was over there. Comes to the near side. Davis, Kristen Davis, lost it there. Goes back into the defensive zone. Home run pass by Chandler. Looking for Wildish. Didn't quite connect, but they do gain the zone. Rizzo on the near side wing. Chips it off the boards to herself. Looking to shield off the defender and get a little help from Werfel, but sneaking through was Davis. Kept in at the point, wrist shot through traffic. Riley kicked it out. Looks like she might have knocked the net a little bit offline over there. Let's see if she fixes it. Oh, trying to spring Rizzo behind. The defense was Camerata, and Somebody stepped in to make a bunting play. It looked like Kylie Chandler, the right defenseman for the Junior Flyers, saved a breakaway right there. That one's sent in, but the whistle blows, and I think we are going to have our first infraction of the game, and it is going against the Bandits. Let's see who it is. Oh, it is, it's against the Flyers. And now, because I was looking at the other side and looking at something else, I didn't see which player was in there. So the Bandits with their first power play. Venuto on the dot, Sperling in the slot, McNulty on the right wing, Kepler at the right point, Redmond on the left. Flyers win the faceoff, goes behind the end line, back and spun around. Snedeker, she's going to look to chip it out, and does. Goes to Campanile, she has the goal. Skylar Campanile on the penalty kill for the Junior Flyers. She's 1-on-1. McNulty's going to make it 1-on-2. Venuto's going to make it 1-on-3, and eventually Fernanda Venuto receives the puck, moves it forward for Maeve McNulty, who sends in Jessie Sperling on the left wing. Sperling will dump it in with the backhand. Snedeker can't get it because it goes off the bottom of the net. Still behind the end line, chipped up. Redmond, it doesn't get all the way to her. It got to Sanders. Sanders moves it to the far side and gets it out. Venuto, left wing, gains the line, sends it at the net, bounded away. Got to get you a goalie number there. That's the first save for Veronica Shulden. So the Bandits, with their first shot, will operate on a power play. We don't know how much time is left because we don't have a working clock. We have a scoreboard that works, but we don't know exactly how much time is left on the clock. A dubious distinction on the Dawg Days of Summer. It's the Dawg Days for everybody. Face-off stolen by Isabella Acosta. Shoemaker Gromick, none the worse for wear after taking a glancing blow on the end of her last shift. Sent in for Rizzo, leaves it for Camarada, if not on purpose. Camarada, wrist shot, oh, just wide. Rizzo battling there. Comes up the near side wall, reversed. O'Toole got it far enough to get it to Chandler. They reverse it. It's knocked off of the shin pad by Camarada, is in pursuit. Rizzo picks it right off. Rizzo tries to center it, got crossed up a little bit there with Camarada, and there's going to be another penalty here as the first one expires. And right back into the box will go the Junior Flyers, or will they? Or was that just a whistle blow to close the penalty box door? Looks like, no. Boy, if we had ears and a microphone over there, we'd know how much time is left in the first period. Yes, we could tell you it's the first period, and it's 1-0 Junior Flyers, and Skylar Campanile scored the goal. The Bandits had a power play. They didn't convert. The Bandits no longer have a power play. And the teams are at full and even strength. So I guess there was some type of offside or some type of whistle blow. Face-off won by Foley as Rizzo tried to bring it in. And that one pops over the glass. Well, maybe over part of the glass, but really over the bench. And Harper Keenan, for her wares, wearing her equipment as the backup today, well, for this morning, she'll probably be starting this afternoon, makes a glove save and will face it off again. Folia whacks the face-off forward, but Snedeker sends it into the zone. Long cross pass for Rizzo, who's going to gain the line, whiffed on it there for a moment. Camarada's going to help her out and bring it in. Camarada over the line, tries to turn and fire. Tied up there for just long enough by Kogan. Chipped in by Redmond. Rizzo's going to be the first in pursuit on her side. Camerata on the other side. Camerata wins that one, but she's 1-on-2. It's shoved away there. Kept in by Redmond, sends it toward the middle, redirected, and a glove save by Sheldon. It wasn't going on net, but Sheldon grabbed it anyway. 15-minute periods, although we don't have all the stoppage time. We're 12 minutes of real time into a 15-minute period, so I'd say there's probably about something like 5 minutes left. Hopefully they can get that fixed up. On the face-off, Bandits trying to whistle in the offside. They face it off at the near side dot. Centered in front. Riley got it. It was kicked right back at her. I don't know why they wouldn't have just immediately disallowed the shot, but I guess because Riley made the save. If she didn't, hopefully they would have not allowed that goal because it was a direct kick. Battled for in front. Otterbein comes through, bumps her player off the boards. Bellin gets just enough and then gets pushed from behind, or maybe cross-checked, but no call, so no cross-check. Otterbein looking, circling, tries to center, couldn't get it through. Picked off there by Bellin. It's going to be another penalty here, but this one's going to be against the Bandits as the Flyers are going to pick this up and move it out. That's going to blow the whistle as Kepler touches up, and it is going to be a slash. So the Bandits will be on their first penalty kill on the slash to Ava Otterbein. Number 58 will head to the box. Good to see her back on the ice after battling some injuries in the off-season. Got back just in time for the start of the good stuff. Ava Otterbein, 58. Up front, it'll be Venuto and McNulty. Redmond and Kepler will be the defense pair to kill it off. Face-off battle for her, comes out. This is going to be a race. Can McNulty get there and turn the corner? She doesn't have a step, and she pursues to make the play. That should have been an offside right there, but they didn't call it, so the penalty killers get the benefit. Icing in effect in all situations, so even with the penalty kill, if you ice the puck, you still get the requisite penalty for doing that. Kepler gets it, turns, sends it into the protective netting, which is protecting cinder block walls and a bunch of windows over there that house a training facility here at Northford Ice Pavilion in Northford, Connecticut. Venuto wins the face-off. Kepler sends it down. Because it was over one of the junior Flyers' sticks, or one who maybe got a piece, that's why there's no icing there, that the touch. Acosta back for Kogan, up for Shaw, who gets toward the middle of the ice but couldn't get off a clean shot. Junior Flyers change defense pairs and they rush in late. Wrist shot, redirected at a sharp angle. Riley made the save with the pads glued to the ice. However, she used the blocker to get it away. Redmond picks it up. Kira Redmond hits the brakes, turns, gets the stick lifted. Close to being a hook there, but not quite enough. McNulty's going to pick this up. Oh, it just wouldn't sit down on her stick. But gets a little help from Venuto, who smacks it out. Chandler moved it forward for Davis. Davis takes a sharp angle shot. Riley got the stick on there and redirected it to the far side for Camerata. bunted by Sperling, moved in now by Camarada. So those two are up front. And it looks like the penalty has expired, so the Bandits kill it off. Sent up the middle. Werfel and Shoemaker-Gromick converge. Centered in front, it got through, but enough Bandit action got there to tie up whoever was the floating player. Looked like Muther. Liz Muther was headed for the back door. Camarada chips it to herself. Sharp angle shot, kick save, rebound was in front, but it wouldn't sit down for Folia. Moved out and dumped in. Chipped forward by Werfel, shot by Kogan, goes wide, far side wing, they battle for it. Shoemaker-Gromick sells out with the body, gets a little help from Sperling who smacks it out. Sperling jumps off, Rizzo jumps on. Campanile has one goal, wrist shot. Riley with the save with the paddle of the stick. Far corner, spinning back pass by Sanders. Goes up the far wing. Rizzo battling over there. Kepler now with it. Camarada interrupts the play. Batted forward. Rizzo doesn't have enough jump there to break between the two defenders. And Kogan will move it in. Kogan still with it. Gets behind the end line, tries to get through Otterbahn. Otterbahn got a piece with the skate, interrupted it for just enough. Junior Flyers with a 1-0 lead late here in the first period, but we don't know quite how late because the clock's not working. Kogan, she's been all over the ice. Caroline Kogan, 19 in black, the right defenseman. Chipped up, it comes to the rushing O'Toole, who brings it in off the chain. She's a defenseman. She's all the way down low, playing with it there for a moment. Chipped it in front, redirected just wide by Spicer. Wrist shot comes from between the points. Riley under fire there, makes a save. Got enough airlift on the rebound. DePiro fires it back in, but doesn't get it through traffic. Shoemaker-Gromick is going to hustle this out. She's got Rizzo with her on the other side, but at the end of the shift, and Rizzo crawls off as soon as Shoemaker-Gromick makes the dump. She's a defenseman, though, and she's going to try to hustle it all the way back. That one's sent through the neutral zone. Mandy Scott gets it and chips it back forward as the Bandits have to just complete a change there. They did it with the puck in the offensive zone, so they gave up a little bit of possession to make a cleaner change, and that's a fair enough trade-off for period one of game one of the group being together. Chandler to the half boards. Wrist shot off the post, and it's saved by Riley! That one went off maybe the crossbar and the post. Riley was not backed into the net. Otherwise, if she was too far back in the crease, it would have just deflected off of her back. It hit off of her back or maybe the back of her mask, and she pounced on it with the dexterity of a lizard to cover it up. 1-0 Junior Flyers. Bandits trying to move it up and out. McNulty on the near side wing. Chandler keeps it in. Venuto. Now to McNulty. She chips it off the boards deftly enough and will hustle past a slew of the Wave there, hoping to keep possession, which is kept. Kepler through traffic. McNulty looking for a rebound is Venuto. Venuto trying to center it. Gets through one. Centers it in the middle, but it's picked off. Now Sperling picks it off for a shot. Save by Sheldon, and she hangs on. Veronica Sheldon hasn't been tested as much as her county counterpart, Lexi Riley, but she's been up to the task so far, number 35 in black. Venuto on the dot, McNulty in the slot, Sperling on the left wing. Redmond at left point, Kepler on the right. Face-off up for grabs. Kogan picks it up, spins around, sends it to the far side for Snedeker, who chipped it forward. Sullivan had it for a moment. Sperling's going to get it, doesn't have much to do, but finds Venuto as she waited patiently. McNulty picked that one off, against Muther. 4 versus 4. The 4 in pink was the winner there for a moment, but they don't maintain possession as Davis gets it. Davis chips it off the boards, but Redmond gets backed up by Kepler. Redmond now jumps in to pick up for Kepler, so first time for those two playing together, and that expires the period. So, yeah, that happened. And it's 1-0 Junior Flyers after 1 over the New Jersey Bandits. We have found out that there are 15-minute periods. If you can see the clock, you can see it says 12:23. The thing is, it's not 12:23. It's 7:59 a.m. Debbie Rizzo has volunteered to try to keep a clock for us as best she can. And we'll see how that all goes. We are glad you're joining us on Rizzo Vision. This is the inaugural game in the history of the New Jersey Bandits girls at the 19U level. Some of the girls have worn Bandits jerseys before. Julia Folia is one. Luisa Rizzo is another. They played at the 14U level, rather the 12U level together as Bandits. Some have been Bandits last season. Bea McSherry, Gabby Rothstein and Olivia Rothstein, Harper Keenan. And Izzy Camerata, of course. Camerata, the only one on the ice at the moment for this game. And the others, hopefully to join. So this is a relatively new group, although they have come together with a lot of off-season workouts. And all in all, not a bad first period as they trail 1-0. So not sure what they're doing with the clock there. They do have some penalty time up there. I'm not sure what that's all about. Maybe they've concocted some kind of way, but we'll start it up in period 2. Folia with Rizzo and Camerata up front. Werfel and Shoemaker-Gromick on the back line. Period 2, underway. Nearly picked off by Folia. She would have walked in. Shoemaker-Gromick chips it forward. Up toward the breakout point. Junior Flyers work it well as it was started by Chandler. Wrist shot, save Riley, swept away by the darting Camerata. Center and feed goes through everybody. This wouldn't be an icing even if it went all the way down. Chandler picked it up. Rizzo was in pursuit. Forced the dump in, as did Camerata, who didn't give her a lane to enter on the left side. Junior Flyers with it. Shot, didn't get a lot on it, but Riley got the right pad down. DePiro, her shot blocked away by Folia. Wrist shot, it goes off the post on the near side and bounds out. So they've gotten a crossbar, and they've gotten a post, and they've gotten a goal. Here comes Camerata. Izzy Camerata, she's 1-on-3. She gets through, but has to chip it to herself. Folia coming late. Rizzo jumped off of the change, so Mandy Scott was able to change in the offensive zone. Good job by those two. Scott looking to pick up a puck if she can, but the Junior Flyers break it out with enough precision to cancel the offensive zone possession. Scott forward to Camerata. She's going to dump it because she's about to jump over the boards and change, which she does. Change completed. Bellin comes out along with Otterbein. Trying to put some pressure on here are the Bandits. They trail 1-0. early in the second period of the Dawg Daze of Summer tournament. The first game, the first of 5. Shaw, she'll dump it across ice. Kira Redmond picks it up in her own zone. Redmond hits the brakes, chips it to herself, under pursuit but not duress. Mandy Scott at the breakout point, takes her time, takes the space, finds a seam, didn't connect with Otterbein, but nearly got it there. Hogan to O'Toole. O'Toole will bring it through neutral ice. O'Toole in the offensive zone, Scott back checking, got the stick on it, knocked it away for a moment. It's going to be picked up by Mandy Scott. The puck is finding her stick. That's not an accident, that's hustle by 27. Brought in by Kogan, just finds one too many pieces of traffic there in the name of Bella Bellin, 46. Battled for along the end line. Otterbein picks it up, spins, battled for in the near side wall, swatted out by Redmond. She got enough on it. Luther's going to come out and grab it in the neutral zone, wait for Kogan to get it. Kogan gets it, moves it up the left wing, looking for somebody in the middle. Otterbein gave her defense pair a little bit of help and swatted it away. Now she picks it up, sends it. Oh boy, it hit a funny spot in the boards where the Zamboni enters and exits, and that benefits the Junior Flyers. Let's see if they could take advantage. Center and feed, redirected by Shaw in front, and it goes wide. Muther pinches in to keep it in from the spot where she was, and it goes toward the point, chipped up, and McNulty finally gets it out. Muther picks it, goes to the near side, Snedeker. Snedeker's going to pick it up and move it forward. Gabrielle Snedeker had a lot of touches here early on. Wristed up and out. This is going to be an icing unless that puck hits the time-space continuum. Something like 11:15 left in period number 2. 1-0 Junior Flyers over the New Jersey Bandits. Probably, or potentially, a lot of players from New Jersey, but different parts of New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania and New York State out on the ice together, battling it out. In Connecticut, battled for in front in the crease. Shoemaker Gromick got the backhand on it just to get it out of traffic. Riley didn't have to make any saves, but she was active up and down, trying to keep sight of the puck. Shoemaker Gromick is going to get into the offensive zone. Wrist shot, pad save, and before McNulty can pounce on the rebound, Veronica Sheldon covers it up. McNulty with the long reach nearly got a piece of it, but at worst draws the offensive zone faceoff. Picked up there by Sperling. So Venuto didn't quite win it, but Sperling jumped in to grab it and got a scoring chance there. Didn't quite get the action on the puck that she was looking for. She was looking to roof it, and it just didn't quite sit on the stick for Jessie Sperling at that moment. But believe me, she's going to have moments where most of the time it is going to sit for her. Maybe even as soon as this period or this shift. Shoemaker Gromick keeps it in. McNulty grabs it, sends it toward the middle. Venuto was looking for it. Shoemaker Gromick sends it off of Chandler's shoulder, kept in by Shoemaker Gromick now. Venuto shrugs off one, but she's 1-on-2. Sperling jumped in to see if she could pick off the clearing attempt. Wrist shot. Riley, oh boy, it handcuffed her. She's got it in front and covers it up off of the centering attempt. The spiker was looking to spike that one in. Never quite got to Gracie Spiker though. Something like 9:19 left in period 2. 1-0 Junior Flyers. Thanks for joining us on Rizzo Vision, no matter where you are from, which side you're from. If you like the Bandits, if you like the Junior Flyers, we're glad to have you here. Face-off won by the Junior Flyers, but Izzy Camarada is going to steal that one and bank it in. Snedeker's going to retreat. Rizzo in pursuit, got a skate on it, but it went to O'Toole anyway. Kept in at the point for a moment by Julia Folia. Folia is going to pick it up, chip it forward for Rizzo, and those two will break in 2-on-3. Rizzo sends it at the net, kept it low, maybe looking for a rebound to get to Folia. Got the rebound, but Sheldon really controlled it. O'Toole will get it out of the zone. Rizzo and Redmond combine to get it forward. Rizzo chips it forward, 1-on-3, and eventually it's Acosta that picks it up. Acosta dumps it. That wasn't a shot. She sent it wide to keep it in, and it was kept in by Davis. Wrist shot from a sharp angle, blunted by the skates of Redmond. Far corner centering attempt off of a skate. Rizzo chips it forward for Camarada. They work to get it out, but not with possession. Junior Flyers do the same thing as they dump it in, but give it right back. Camarada gets tied up with the referee for a moment, sends it off of Muther's arm. Muther couldn't quite grab that one. Big play by Kepler as Muther was looking for Davis wide open in the middle. Whiff job by Wildish, who picks it up eventually. Sent between the points. Rizzo got a piece, so Muther couldn't get the one-timer, but Muther did eventually get the shot. It comes to the point. Wrist shot, redirected in front, goes wide. Muther, centering feed knocked away, it looked like by Redmond. Wildish centers, one-timer by Davis. Wrist shot in front. Riley got a piece. Looked like she got the heel of the glove on it. Camarada trying to spring Rizzo. Rizzo had to just get a piece of it with the backhand, and that'll work as a dump in, and the Bandits will change. So they were on their heels there, but they don't give way. Muther now trying to get behind the D, but Shoemaker Gromick forces the pass a moment too early. Oh boy. Spiker hit the boards in an awkward way. She gets up okay. So good news there. She just lost the edge right by the boards, and fortunately she kept her head up and was able to fall properly. That's the first thing they teach kids, how to fall when you're heading toward the boards. Bellin at the breakout spot. Didn't get it cleanly, but Shoemaker Gromick jumps in the lane. Shoemaker Gromick is going to get the offensive zone on the left side, gets around, goes deep, centering feed. Looked like Otterbein was trying to get a stick, rather Scott. Oh, Scott nearly picked off an errant pass right there. Mandy Scott, 27. She's had some legs early here for the Bandits. Shoemaker Gromick couldn't get that one. Campanile comes in, wrist shot save, rebound, couldn't quite get it. Loose in front, Otterbein got the backhand on it to clear it off the line. Otterbein picks it up 2-on-2. She leaves it for Scott as they were kind of in the same lane because of good defense, really. And the Bandits rope-a-doping here to keep the deficit at 1-0. The Junior Flyers had a golden opportunity. Skylar Campanile, she has one. She probably, by all rights, should have had her second right there. A loose puck just sitting on the line. Wrist shot by Snedeker gets through traffic, but Riley gloves it down. That puck was sitting in the crease toward the line as we have something like 5:11 left as Debbie Rizzo is trying to keep the clock for us here because it's not working on the scoreboard, so props. I'm guessing it might be 5:27 the way that they're working the clock there on the penalty time. So
yeah,
it could be 5:27.
So it's probably that.
I think we figured out their method to their madness. So we're going to say it's like 5:19 left. So that puck was just sitting there ready for the Junior Flyers to pound it in. Riley was on the near side wall before she could slide over it. There's a wrist shot and she grabs that one, does Lexi Riley. Before she could slide over, or before, there were two Junior Flyers ready to pounce, and Ava Otterbein threw the stick blade out there and somehow got a piece of it and cleared it off of the line to keep it 1-0. 5:06 left, period 2. 15-minute period. On the face-off, Junior Flyers win it. Shaw, wrist shot off the pass to Acosta, blocked away. Coming through the middle, gets that knocked away as they run into a wall of Bandits to the Junior Flyers. Trying to break through is Venuto. She didn't really hit the Jets because Snedeker had the angle, and instead of putting herself out of position, Venuto kept herself in position. Redmond, far corner, as the ice slows a bit. Fires it off the boards for Sperling, who gets a piece maybe, but not the piece that she was looking for. Liz Muther gets her pocket picked by Fernanda Venuto, but retreats back into her own end. Picked off by Izzy Camarada. Up toward the near side wall and out over Elena Werfel's stick. Werfel retreating into her own zone. Got it out, but the Junior Flyers pound it back in. Kristen Davis. Morgan Kepler off the wall along the end boards. Izzy Camarada 1-on-2, and the second one there was Muther. She sends it in. Davis on the far side, Folia all the way down the center, clears it off the end line for Werfel. Werfel up toward Rizzo, but a little too much sauce on that one, couldn't knock it down. Rizzo putting DePiro under pressure, and DePiro dumps it, and it's not going to be an icing. A couple of Bandit sticks over there, none of them could knock it down. Camarada awkwardly got a piece of that one, but regains it for a moment, looking to maybe get it to Rizzo, but they retreat it back. And Campanile, she has the goal, and she has a nice play there, picked off Kepler's clear. Campanile toward the dot, centering feed. Kepler got it with the skates. Skating around with it is Sanders, McKenna Sanders now to DePiro at the point, blocked away. Oh, Rizzo, if she saw it, she would have been able to spring Camarada. Sometimes those two work magic without even seeing each other. Wrist shot knocked down in front by Werfel, who sends it out. Retreating under pressure is Chandler. Moved up the near side, picked off by Rizzo. Sends it, oh, was trying to get it through to thread the needle for Folia, but Chandler picked it off. Campanile comes in, tries to go around Shoemaker Gromick. Centering feed for the streaker right there. I think that was Chandler or Davis. Backhand in front. Riley save. Rebound loose. And it's cleared away by Camarada. Whistle behind the play. And because the Bandits have the puck, it looks like it's going to be a penalty on they. Going to be a roughing on Folia with 2:11 left in period 2. The Bandits trailing 1-0. Skylar Campanile scored very early in the game. And the penalties here, because of the 15-minute periods at the Dawg Daze of Summer tournament, the penalties are a minute and a half. Venuto up front to kill it off with McNulty. Snedeker and Kogan at the points. O'Toole with Shaw and Acosta up front. This is Acosta. Kogan at the point. Redirected. Riley with the save. She knocked it down with the Bandits logo on the front of her jersey and covered it up with the catching glove. 40 seconds difference between the penalty time and the end of the period. So if the Bandits can kill it off, they'll have 40 more seconds in the period to see if they could figure out how to tie things up. McNulty in a hustle race. Hogan's there, had 2 steps on it. Redmond and Shoemaker Gromick move it across the D up to McNulty. Snedeker picked it off, and Acosta tries to move it in, but McNulty got it off of her stick. That one's sent in offside, and they will face it off just outside the zone. Breakfast with the Bandits on Rizzo Vision. Glad you are joining us. Canuto wins the face-off. Redmond keeps it out of the zone, but Hogan eventually gets it in there. Redmond picks it up, circles behind the end line. 2 junior flyers into the passing lane. O'Toole, sharp angle. Riley got a piece of it so it wouldn't go to the player in front. Shot knocked down by Shoemaker Gromick. She got it with the right skate and maybe in the area that's unprotected. Wrist shot, big save by Riley, and the puck deflects over the glass. Lexi Riley keeping him in it. Gets the hug from Shoemaker Gromick, who's favoring that right ankle. Boy, she's been banged up here. She took a glancing blow under the chin area on the left side early on, and now she's trying to shake this one off here, blocking a shot. Canuto still out there, wins the face-off. Scott jumps on the other wing. Werfel clears it out deftly. There is icing in effect in all situations here. Even if it's a 5-on-3, you can't ice the puck without the typical penalty. They've killed it off as Folia exits the box, and now 35 seconds left in the period for the Bandits to see if they could tie it up and head into the third on even terms. Scott picks it up, playing with it down low with Folia. Back to Scott. Scott to the point. Werfel tees it up, wrist shot through traffic, loose in front. Oh, Colorado was looking for the rebound, and Sheldon covered it up just in the nick of time. 16 seconds left in the period. Folia on the dot, Camerata in the slot, Rizzo on the far boards. Werfel at the left point, Shoemaker Gromick at the right. Loose puck in front, and now in the slot, it comes all the way through. It comes out of the zone. Shoemaker Gromick just has to almost eat this one to kill off the rest of the time, and that expires the period. So there were 4 seconds left on the clock that they were working, so we got it close enough between Debbie Rizzo and what we're trying to figure out how much time is left in these periods. Most important things are score and time. That's my mentor, Marty Glickman, taught me that a million years ago at Fordham University. And if the Fordham crew is watching, thanks guys and gals. Always appreciate your support. And if you would like to support the channel, the best way to do that is to hit the subscribe button and hit the alerts button, and every time we go live or upload content, you will know about it. And that doesn't matter which side you're on. If you're on the Junior Flyers side, this team, Junior Flyers Sullivan team, mostly, a lot of the names very familiar to me. Pretty sure this was my buddy Mr. Bardsley that often would stream their games from the Junior Flyers side. So if you're used to the Bardsley stream, you're not getting probably as quality of a picture, but hopefully you're getting something that you can check out and be happy with. And tell Mr. Bardsley I said hello. 1-0 as we head into the third period of Game 1 of the Dawg Daze of Summer tournament. Joe Rizzo here bringing you the action on Rizzo Vision. Thank you for your support from all around the globe. We know that there are many watching from many different places today, and we appreciate that. 15-minute periods as Veronica Sheldon, who has a clean sheet so far, as they say in soccer terms, will guard the net to your left. And Lexi Riley, 32 in pink, will protect now once again the net to your YouTube right. Fernanda Venuto on the dot, Jesse Sperling on the left wing, McNulty on the right wing, Morgan Kepler on right D, Kira Redmond on left D. Underway, period 3. Can the Bandits find a way to erase the deficit? Kogan up the middle, picked off by Kepler, but regained by Snedeker. Far side wing, they bring it in. Down low, wrist shot. Spiker, boy, she's had a couple of close chances right there. That one was a big save by Riley. Another one, she was waiting for a rebound and she would have just been able to pound it in and it didn't get there. So Gracie Spiker now in the near side corner, 1-on-2, Sperling, 1-on-3 as Venuto joins the fray with Kepler and Sperling, but a second flyer comes in and disrupts the whole Bandit plan right there. Spiker has it, Kepler snuffs her out, Kogan gets it through traffic and that might have hit the mask after it got the shoulder. It got the mask, Riley shook her head after that one, so Lexi Riley using every bit of her anatomy and equipment to keep it 1-0. Because the junior Flyers have had the better of the chances, and there's another one by McKenna Sanders. She might have gotten it with the skate, she might have gotten it with the stick. It didn't go in the net. It goes out and back in for the offside. We will be back on Breakfast with the Bandits, yes. Some of us haven't even had our second coffee today. Some of you hopefully have had a few. For some, it's lunch or brunch. But we'll be back for supper, early dinner, late lunch, 3:15, same place as the Bandits take on the Minutemen Lady Flames. Yes, from Minutemen, Massachusetts. Wrist shot from the point. Loose in front, wrist shot, oh boy. Kira Shaw just shot it right over the net. She had an open lane and no one on her. A little traffic there. Kira Shaw wants that one back. She might get it back, she has the puck now. Moved forward and in by Christina Sullivan. Sullivan chips it forward off the end boards. It's going to be picked up down low and moved into open ice by Scott. Camerata has it now. Camerata, wrist shot. That was a headhunter, but Sheldon let it go. Battled for, centered in front, one-timer! Oh, it did not go in! Folia whacked at it. Lost an edge over there. Camerata sends it to the middle. Scott redirected. Sheldon gets a piece and covers it up. Oh boy, great chances right there by the Bandits. They nearly had it tied. Folia, Scott, and Camerata. Coach Potash talking to the backside ref, maybe wondering, like, did that actually go in? Maybe, kinda, maybe? Or wondering if, not really sure what she's asking about, but maybe we could find out after the game and tell you in the later game if you care that much. Wrist shot, left pad save by Riley. Redirected in front, but goes to the side of the net. Chipped out. This is going to be Folia hustling down. Up the near side. Davis and Shoemaker Gromick battle for it. Wilder picks it up. Gets in. Wrist shot. Riley save, and she doesn't let it get through. Otterbein wins it to Kepler, who chips it off the boards for Redmond. Centering feed knocked down. Rizzo sends it across for Bellin. Picked off there. Wrist shot by Snedeker. Bellin chips it for Kepler. Davis picks it up. Davis goes to the point for Snedeker. Now to the near side. Kogan marches in. Wrist shot fired it wide. Wildish was in front screening. Chipped up between the points and it goes out. Kogan has it. Bellin puts pressure, forces the dump. Kepler picks it up. Passes between D. Wristed up the middle. Otterbein, she's going to hustle in. Pick that off. Has Rizzo down the middle. Redmond has it. Waits. Rizzo gets on. Dumped in. Kogan has it. Rizzo's at the end of the shift. She's going to head right to the bench. Once she can get there, she does. They'll complete the change as McNulty jumps on. Venuto and Sperling, can they work some magic? Near side wall, Spiker up to Campanile. She's got the goal, blows in, gets in, and finds the 5-hole. 2-0 Junior Flyers on the second goal of the game by Skylar Campanile. Don't know the exact time. It says 5:26 on the clock, but that's, we haven't played that long here. Probably about 11 minutes left or thereabouts in the game. So 2-0 Junior Flyers. 18 Campanile has been the double goal scorer here. So the deficit large, but not insurmountable. Not large, but larger. It's double what it was a moment ago. And here's Campanile. Couldn't quite get that puck to sit down for her. Shoemaker Gromick there. Warfel backhanded off the boards for McNulty, who gets it through the neutral zone. Venuto's one-on-one. Really the first one-on-one chance they've had. Wrist shot. Kicked away with the left pad by Sheldon. Kept in at the point. Wrist shot. Sheldon, that one bounced. She got it with the catching glove, but didn't corral it. Loose puck now in the corner. They try to bring it out. Does Camerata and McNulty. It comes down in front. Scott shot. Save with the logo by Sheldon, and she covers that puck on her chest before it could hit the ice. Weird drop by the referee over there. Kind of like she sort of threw the puck near neither stick. Neither player won it. Scott trying to break in on the left side, and there's a whistle and a stoppage of play. The referee's going to throw somebody in the box, and it is going to be Kira Redmond. Looks like a hold. So the Bandits down 2-0 will be shorthanded. I'm guessing 8:58 left in the game based on the clock. So, oh, it is, okay, it's coincidental minors. I'm looking at the clock, and then I see 5 Bandits out there, and look over at the penalty box, and lo and behold, Shaw's in there as well. So Shaw and Redmond with the coincidental minors. They'll play 5 aside, and those players will be able to re-enter the game at the first stoppage after a minute and a half from the time they entered. Centered in front, Shaw. So that can't be Shaw in the box. It's got to be Acosta. Wait, where is it? It's some kind of other number 9. Hogan. There's an 89 and a 99 and a 19, and all I could see is the 9 on the player in the box. And I guessed wrong twice. But the third time's a charm. And hopefully for the Bandits, the third goal in this game will belong to them. Right now, the deficit 2-0. The time, about 8 minutes left in the game. First game, Dawg Daze of Summer tournament. Foley is going to pick this one up and move in as there's a change taking place still behind the play. Bellin now out with Folia and Scott up front, centering feed, but nobody there, and eventually it gets to Spiker, who brings it all the way below the line on the far side. Bellin is going to get there first. She'll try to retreat the puck for a moment, then move it forward. Folia gets the bump over there, and the Junior Flyers are going to go on an actual power play here. Scott blocked a shot. It's going to be 6-on-5. That one's sent back out of the zone. So they've pulled the goalie, and now they blow the whistle. Not sure why they blew the whistle right there. Referee just made a mistake. Junior Flyers are not happy with it, but that will commence their time on the power play. It's going to be an offensive zone draw because that's the place where the defensive zone penalty took place. The other players have exited the box. So they're back at that strength. The Foley goes in for the roughing, whistle blown, and the referee will go and we will see what is going on here. A second player goes into the box, Bellin, so that means they must have called the equivalent to a 2 and 10. So that means that would leave Folia probably in the box for the rest of the game, and Bellin to serve the penalty. So the hill just got a little higher to climb as the Bandits will try to kill it off with Fernanda Venuto and Maeve McNulty up front. Wrist shot, Kogan through traffic. Riley gets the first save. Didn't quite corral it, but covered it before Wildish could pound it in. So Bellin serves the minor penalty for Folia, who's in with a major, well, not a major, but a misconduct because of the boarding. We never really know because we don't have access to the scorer's table, and if there's ever a time when we do, we'll give you the best information possible, but we're trying to decipher it often, as the people in the crowd here are, anybody who's not privy to that information. Redmond chips it up the boards. It gets out. Venuto trying to put Kogan under pressure. It goes in offside. 37 seconds left in the power play for the Junior Flyers, who have a 2-0 lead courtesy of Skylar Campanile. She has both. One in the first, one in the third after a scoreless second. Venuto and McNulty still up front with Werfel and Shoemaker-Gromick in the defensive zone. Good hustle by O'Toole, but Shoemaker-Gromick just did her thing and won the possession. McNulty with a brilliant dump right there to kill off more time. Flyers break out. Shaw, 2-on-2, tries to get it over to O'Toole, does it, but not neatly, and it's banged out of the zone by Shoemaker-Gromick. That is going to kill off the penalty. Even strength now, and the Bandits with 5:43 left to try to figure out how to have this deficit to start with, and then erase the whole thing if they can get one. The great Hall of Fame NFL coach, Bill Parcells, his first rule of any game, get the 0 off the board. And the Bandits need to do that if they want to have any hopes of tying it or winning it. Get the 0 off the board. A long road to do that, as they start from their defensive zone, eventually winning the face-off, and they get it out. But not with possession. Camarada, looking for some offense there, was hoping for a D-to-D pass that she would have picked off and walked in with. Otterbein interrupted that one. And somehow they've stopped play. There's no way that could be the end of the period. By real time, there's no way. Let's see what they're putting up there now. Well, not much to really tell you here, except we're trying to figure out what the heck is going on, and as you can see, the officials and the players also don't know. Now, they, on the restart, properly will move the face-off out of the defensive zone because the Bandits had possession and a clear path out. Battled for on neutral ice. Scott looking to pick that one off. Spiker back to Kogan. Bandits in breakfast with the Bandits. Not going as they would hope, but all is not lost. Sent in off of a skate. Elena Werfel picks it up, backhands it to the far side corner. A little too strong for Shoemaker-Gromick. Knocked away for a moment, but nobody could seem to get it off of Campanili's stick long enough. Otterbein whacked that one away. Camerata blunted a shot before it could really get out, but all the loose pucks are going to the Junior Flyers. Sent in front, rebound, score. 3-0. Now there's no scoreboard at all, so that is probably the final nail in the coffin, as leading the charge on the handshake line, the Selly line, is Skylar Campanile. It looks like a 3-0 Skylar Campanile game here, as that would be her third. Now the scoreboard lights back up again. It says there's about 5 minutes left. 3-0 Junior Flyers. Not quite the debut that the Bandits were looking for, but let's see if they can at least erase that 0. Sperling, centering feed, was looking for McNulty. Couldn't quite connect on there. Had she gotten a stick blade on it, she might have had a good chance. But the Bandits have not even been able to maintain offensive zone possessions here as much in the third period as they did in the first two. Limping off, looks like Snedeker, or is that Sanders? McKenna Sanders limps off there on a collision. Hopefully she's okay. Chipped up and off the boards on the far side. Kepler stood her ground long enough for Redmond to knock it away. They're going to call a penalty there. I'm not sure what it is going to be, but it's going to be on the Bandits. Wrist shot through traffic, knocked down, looked like by Kepler's glove. Camerata touches up. They're going to call Redmond for a check. Sort of a dubious call. Puck was there. She played the puck, got the puck, also got the player. So they call the check on Redmond, as Foley is still in the box for the call in a similar spot on the ice where they gave her the equivalent to a 2 and 10. There's 1.5-minute penalties here, not 2-minute penalties, so the 10-minute misconduct is probably something like an 8-minute foul. but at the time it happened, I don't expect that we'll see Julia Foley here for the rest of the game. So trailing 3-0 and shorthanded both on the ice and on the bench now. The Bandits try to make some good out of their season debut. Junior Flyers moving it up and down with alacrity here in this third period and with the man advantage. DePiro tees it up, was looking for the redirect in front. Wilder was about to get a piece of it. She missed it and then got a shove in the back from Scott. And took a, not a dive, but I mean, it wasn't a dive. She got hit and they just didn't call it. Camerata breaks in shorthanded, tries to get a shot on net, doesn't get it through. Comes to the near side wall. Wildish. Back to Chandler, who sends it up toward neutral ice. Scott hustling in. Kepler picks it up. Over to Scott. Camerata just got dumped from behind right there. Now listen, let's be fair. If you're going to call the stuff that they've just called against the Bandits, you're looking right at that one. Camerata has her back to the player. She gets dumped from behind as the puck is coming, as Riley covers up there. And they just simply don't call it. Camerata picks up the mouthpiece. Still shorthanded for 12 seconds and thinking there's about a minute and a half left in the game. Shot goes wide. Venuto picks it up, sends it out. Not going to be an icing because Snedeker got the stick on it. Camerata in pursuit. Otterbein sends it back to Shoemaker-Gromick, over for Rizzo. And they're back to full strength. So let's see, with about a minute left, if the Bandits can dent the scoreboard. The win-loss part of the game is essentially a fait accompli now. Camerata tries to walk out of the corner. Shoemaker-Gromick got twisted up over there. She's having trouble getting up and skates it back around. Looked like maybe the right knee or the right leg. Seems to be okay, but she's had a rough game of it. Rizzo leaves it for Otterbein. Otterbein walks in, shot, save, but couldn't corral the rebound. Otterbein looked to center it for Rizzo, but it went off of one of the Junior Flyers and into the net on the back. Time running out here. Something like 20 seconds left. Sperling will get this one. Try to gain the zone. Has Rizzo coming down the middle, but they don't have numbers. Sperling backhand, save, and the rebound. Rizzo tries to get a stick on it, but couldn't quite do that. Looks like they'll leave this group out there. Maybe change one, as there's just seconds left here. We don't really even know how many. Rizzo will jump into the face-off dot. McNulty in the slot, Sperling on the left wing. I think there's about 9 seconds left. Sperling picks it off. Couldn't quite get the handle on it. Time ticks down here. We're expecting the buzzer here any second. And there it is. So the Bandits fall 3-0 to the Junior Flyers, who celebrate around their goaltender. Veronica Sheldon gets the shutout. Skylar Campanile with all 3 goals, 1 in the first, 2 in the third. And Lexi Riley had a lot of action in this one and didn't have much of a chance on any of the 3 that she let in. So we cannot always tell the performance of the goalie by the score of the game. That's a good rule in hockey. She was quite brilliant in the nets and kept it closer than 3-0. The story was possession, and that possession continued to go toward the Junior Flyers as the game wore on. Bandits will be back at 3:50 in this Friday afternoon Eastern Time. It's just a few hours from now. Brunch with the Bandits? That's too late for brunch, I would say. It's a late lunch. Supper with the Bandits, early dinner with the Bandits. afternoon with the Bandits. Whatever it is, we'll have it right here for you on Rizzo Vision. Same spot as the Bandits will take on the Minutemen Lady Flames from Massachusetts. This one goes the way of the Junior Flyers, 3-0. If you like what you see and you want to check out that other game later and the rest of the games from the Dawg Days of Summer and this season, hit the subscribe button and the alerts button, and every time we go live or put up a better copy of the game, you will know about it. And we appreciate your patronage, and if you like what you see, tell a friend to do the same. That is going to do it for the time being. From Northford Ice Pavilion in Northford, Connecticut, thanks for watching New Jersey Bandits girls hockey on Rizzo Vision.